Hello, guys. I had to restart this video. I hope you can hear me. Please let me know right away. Anyone who's in here. I had to run downstairs and get some water. I'm a little out of breath. All right, let's see who joins in. I just went live not too long ago and the connection dropped. So now I'm connected to my phone. Hopefully, it's working properly. Ooh, your girl is out of breath. I just ran downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, and tried to be quiet so the kids wouldn't wake up. Whew. All right, for real though. Guys, I want to talk about codependencies, addictions, and I want to give a of what I'm feeling about what's about to happen. I'm really feeling this big transformation. I mean, transformations constantly happen, so who knows if it's because of December or the year is about to be over or whatever's going on. Who knows? Let me know how you guys are feeling. Oh wow, this card just popped out completely on its own. Like I wasn't even touching the deck, so that's interesting. Let me go ahead and tap into this reading. Make sure you go ahead and like it, like the video. And let me know if you can hear me, please. Because last time I was looking stupid for like 4 minutes in a live, talking and nobody could hear me. Hello? Hello? All right, I want to dive into this reading, but like I can't tell if y'all can hear me or not. And I know someone's in here, but nobody's responding. Whoever's watching this back will probably have to start the video at like 3-5 minutes because I'm just over here rambling on. All right, I'm gonna just dive into it. If you guys can't hear me, I mean, I guess how would you know? But if you can't hear me, please comment. Please comment, universe. So the first card that popped out about the energy is a personal issue reaches resolution, which is giving me like this vibe of if you've been struggling with something, I really sense that you'll be figuring it out and identifying any issues and kind of like figuring out how to fix them or how to transform them into your life for the betterment of your growth. It says full moon in Cancer. So I'm feeling a lot of emotions, entanglement of emotions. And I think that what we've kind of been going through this year is trying to figure out what brings us fulfillment. And I think that's what we're going to be identifying within the next couple of months. Like each of us are kind of going to be identifying those things that bring us fulfillment. And then you have like the card that's upside down or reversed is nothing is yet set in stone, which is definitely telling me that no matter who you were yesterday, last year, 2 weeks ago, you still get to choose who you are each and every day. So if you made a big mistake yesterday and you're really like putting pressure on yourself, I just saw 311. But if you're really putting pressure on yourself, I'm feeling that the divine is saying you don't have to be that person for the rest of your life. You can continuously grow and be the person that you want to be and the person that you're striving to be. If you guys know what I'm saying, okay? So nothing is yet set in stone. Anything that you have done, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? But nothing is yet set in stone. Definitely telling me that no matter what is going on in your life, guys, it's getting quite disrespectful. Like I really don't know if y'all can hear me or not. And I'm like really going in right now. Like, what happened to my tribe? Where y'all at? Where y'all at though? I may have to start waiting like a couple of minutes before I start diving in just to make sure everything's fine. Let me pull up the audio on my computer. It'll probably tell me if you can hear me or not. Audio, 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 audio. I'm probably deleting this after because I'm starting to feel like I look a little stupid. Like just a little stupid. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Is that better? It says maybe I'm not loud enough. Maybe I need to be closer to the mic. Is it the wrong way? Hello? You guys probably will never tell me at this point. But yeah. If you can hear me, which I'm hoping that you can, is there a way to check my settings on here? Your girl don't know what she doing for real. Like for real, for real. Um, well, anyway, I'm gonna keep going in here. If it doesn't work, I'll just delete the video if you guys can't hear me. But this could be a message for just me. But yeah, it says nothing is yet set in stone, which is definitely telling me that there's always new days for us to reinvent ourselves and re-identify ourselves and who we want to be as individuals. So that's the energy going on. Wow, what do you need to release? That's crazy because we're we're talking about how we can always choose to be who we want to be. Each day is a new day and a new opportunity for us to be our best selves and a better version of ourselves. And then this waning moon card pops out and it says, what do you need to release? And it's telling me, you need to release the past. You need to release these things that have identified you for such a long time that you don't want to identify you anymore. Like if you made a big mistake last year or even 3 days ago and you regret that mistake and you want to be a better person, this is telling me that you have the opportunity to do so. Release that pressure that you have on yourself so that you no longer have to be what you identified yourself as in the past. Communication is key. So I think the biggest thing with that is saying that you need to figure out, like, speak to spirit and say, who am I? Who do I want to be? What are my goals? Let me see if I can hear myself on here. Now I gotta go on my phone because y'all ain't telling me nothing. Like nothing at all. Let's see. But yeah, guys, I've always believed that you don't have to be who you were all the time. You can choose to change that as many times as you need to. You can always grow into a better person, to a better version of yourself. Now I got an ad playing. I gotta watch this ad real quick. How are you guys doing though? I really want to know. I'm really interested. Hmm. Okay, so you guys can hear me. It is a little like it looks janky. I want to say it looks quite janky, but you guys can hear me. That's all that matters. How are you guys doing though? I definitely want to know. I really want to know because I've missed you guys so much, and I feel like a lot can happen. And how long has it been? 3 weeks. Yeah, I think it's been 3 weeks. I tried to put that pick a card out for you guys as soon as possible, but the first time I edited it, all of it got deleted. And I don't even know how. So that was that was trippy. I was pretty upset about that. But yeah, I did this energy reading with the Moonology deck. Now I want to see some actual tarot cards and not just oracle cards. What is this week? Okay, so wait. Sensing I can use the life purpose deck to get a message as well. I think a lot of you guys are probably going to watch the replays of this and you're going to be like, well, why does she keep saying, can you hear me over and over again? We can hear her. It's because nobody has said anything in the chat. Okay. But yeah, let's see. What is the energy? Wow. Okay. Mm, okay. So we got the protected card. It says you are safe and supported while you change your career. So any of you guys changing your career, maybe you just joined and you're thinking about changing your career. This is saying that you were safe and supported literally by the divine to change your career. If you weren't already thinking about it before, then I'm not saying you love your job and it's time for you to leave it. I'm saying if you were already thinking about it, contemplating it, then this could be a great time for you to change your job or your career or, some of your goals that you have. You don't always have to keep the same goals either. You can change them as you grow along in your journey. Author says you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. This is giving me more like a journal type vibe. Like, hey, it may be the perfect time for you to start journaling and keeping up with what's going on in your life because you may struggle with identifying if you've been taking steps forward in your life, if you know what I mean. And when you look back in your journals, sometimes I look back in journals from like 2 years ago and I see predictions that I had that actually came true in my life. Maybe they didn't come true exactly how I thought they did, but the dream or the prophecy that I saw definitely still rings true. That makes me happy, and it keeps me on my purpose to authenticity, because sometimes I doubt my gift and my abilities, my mediumship especially. I don't want to say I doubt it, but to be honest, I do doubt it sometimes. But it's odd how the moments that I doubt it the most, or that I forget about it, someone reaches out to me and they're like, "Hey, I need your ability. I need your gift." And I'm like, how did you even think about me? Like, what made you even think about me? And God is like, hey, I need you to get back on your purpose. And God will show you little signs, and will have other people play big roles in your life to remind you of your gifts. And I think that is such a beautiful thing, because we really are all connected. We're all connected. And that makes me so happy, because we could get so lost, and a stranger could help us find ourselves. And it's a very odd experience. But yeah, so you have author, which is telling me that writing could be really, really good for you right now. Protected says that you're being protected. Hi, Ladybug Healing. Oh, I love that name. That is so cute. I'm about to cry. I love ladybugs so much. They've been showing up for real in my life. I just discovered you today. Oh, wow. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We're pretty cool here. Normally, my whole tribe is in here, but I haven't been live in a bit. But yeah, today I am live, and I'm glad that you're in here. Thank you for showing up. But yes, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So make sure you're journaling. Yoga is the next card. It says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So a lot of us are in, homebound right now. I don't want to say what it's called, because it may get demonetized. But a lot of us are homebound, trying to figure out how to still stay active in our daily routines. And I do think that being active is very, very important, whether it's you going outside, social distance, or putting your mask on or whatever, just taking a small walk, or getting on the treadmill that you may have in your apartment complex, or the treadmill you may have in your basement, whatever it is, there's always something active that you can do. And I think that's really important for people who are homebound right now, because most of us have been in the house for months. When I was in Italy and the quarantine first started, uh I was like, I'm used to going to wineries every week to hang out with my friends, or like every month I would go out to some crazy country that I never been to. Crazy as in like a country I never imagined myself going to, but I did go to those countries. Do things still that spark joy in your life. I think a lot of people forget how to spark joy in their lives being homebound. What are those things? Is it eating a certain type of food? I subscribed when I found your ladybug video. There are several in my house. Synchronicity. I've been waiting to write a book, and bam, you said it. That is a sign, okay? That really is some synchronicity for you, okay? 444 1111 222. Okay? Let me know what numbers you've. Absolutely love numerology. I feel like this lighting is like really bad, but I promise you I'm gonna figure out this whole studio situation. Like, it's in my bedroom right now. It's in my bedroom, but I am working on that. Anyway, yoga, very important to stay active as you are homebound, because you start to, it's weird, but I think your body starts to get a little depressed when you're not active and when you're not doing things. I remember being in biology in class in college, and she was talking about how the human DNA is designed to work, and I thought that was so strange, but it makes so much sense, because we always have these goals, we always have these aspirations and stuff, and I think that like helps us stay alive, like it brings that life out of us. But when we aren't doing much, I think that our body and our soul just, and our spirit starts to be dimmed. Someone was actually telling me a story about their dad and how they used to always work on their car. The dad used to always work on the car, and then someone stole that car that he used to work on. He was already retired. Someone stole that car, and he passed not too long after that. I think that was something that gave him life, you know? I think the things that we work on give us life. So make sure you're taking care of your body, you're being active, and you're working actively on yourself, your mind, body, and spirit. And that's what yoga is all about, okay? How are you guys feeling? I'm feeling a little motivated because some really good cards are popping out right now. I'm that glad that you guys are liking the video. I hope you guys aren't mad at me that I haven't been on here in like 3 weeks on live. But I promise I'm gonna try to go live at least once a week. And the reason why I actually came live today is because Valente was like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, "Now I'm out there. Like people know, people have discovered the truth that I have not been on here for 3 weeks." So I was like, I gotta come on here on Friday, and that's what I said to Valente. I was like, I'll be on here on Friday. Did that for you, okay? And I don't even know if you in here. Like, are you even here? Let me know. Let's see what else. A lot of you guys who may be new, I'm very quirky and sometimes a little nerdy. Um, Probably shouldn't say sometimes. Very nerdy. I absolutely love animals. I love talking about them and all of that stuff. Feel great. I literally just started doing yoga today. We are just vibe connecting, and yes, we are. That's hilarious, actually. I guess we're in alignment. Wow, the well just popped out. So I'm pulling out more energy cards, but more so tarot. Ooh. So with the tarot, it's telling me that a lot of us are creating goals right now, like actually creating goals. And it could be because January is coming up, and a lot of people like to start goals in January, so maybe you're coming up with these new things, new aspirations. But that's definitely what I'm seeing with the well card, which is only in the Ethereal Visions deck. But with the well card, I'm seeing this, I'm creating new goals. um and I'm thinking of what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. I see people writing that down, like literally writing it down, or creating a vision board and doing full moon rituals, new moon rituals, and trying to make sure that these things happen in their life. And then I see people actually being go getters with the Knight of Wands, which is beautiful because a lot of people can think about what they want to do, but not a lot of people work towards their goals. So the fact that you guys who are in here are not only thinking about what you want to do and trying to manifest it, you're actually working hard towards it. Like I actually see with the horse, you're working hard towards your goals. This is great. I'm getting a lot of feelings of success and like accomplishment with the Knight of Swords, saying your spirit guides are behind you and they're supporting you on the journey. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity coming from how much hard work you're putting in, which I'm seeing 444 again. Ladybug Healing, I saw 444 for you. And I'm even seeing 555 for like the overall number of whoever's in here. 555 is literally all about change, and even change with other people in your life. I think, yeah, it adds up to 15, which simplifies to 6, and that's about like fertility, new ideas. So maybe not only are positive changes about your overall life happening, there's little particles and pieces of changes happening all throughout different aspects of your life. So maybe you've been thinking about your job when you see 555. It's not just going to be work life, it's going to be personal life as well. And Ladybug Healing says, yes, 444. That is a powerful number. I love 444. I really do. What is that, 12, 3? So, if you've been seeing 444, you know that your guides are supporting you, which is funny because after picking up this card, I saw 444. And knowing that your guides are supporting you, and then I see this raven or this crow, I think that is designed to be a raven considering its tail. Like I said, I'm a little nerdy. I study stuff like that. But yeah, the fact that its tail is like this and not like this tells me that it's probably a raven, designed to be a raven. But yeah, I see a lot of positive changes happening for us. I see a lot of things going in a better direction. Now, as I was just talking about, the energy going on, I do kind of want to dive in a little bit about addictions and codependencies. So let me guys know. Let me know if you guys have any codependencies that you do want to share, that you're open to sharing, because I think that we all have our own addictions. I think I said in the other video that I was doing that I have an addiction of biting my nails, which is not cute at all. And I also have one of overeating, where if I'm stressed, I run to food. And it's not a healthy relationship. Like, it's starting to turn into a very unhealthy relationship, especially being home. It's easier to grab food and eat all of it. But, when you're working and stuff, it's a lot easier for you to not always be trying to get food, because then you got to buy it when you're out of the house. But yeah, I want to talk about codependency and how important it is to identify where that codependency comes from. Does it come from you seeing other people in your life being codependent? Normally, that is a pretty rare case, I feel like. I think that it normally has to do, addictions and codependency normally have to do with some type of stress in your life. And it's important to ask yourself, is it only when you're stressed about a certain subject? Or is it anytime you're stressed, you run to this addiction and codependency? Codependency can even be um, relationships, like depending too much on that relationship and that person, which is quite toxic if you think about it, because if that person is abusive for something, but maybe they're paying bills and you're codependent on that, you may not know how to get out of that situation. That's still an addiction and a codependency. And I think a lot of people only think addictions are drugs and alcohol, but it's so much deeper than that. Food can literally be an addiction. It is for me. I've identified that. Before, I didn't know the reason why I was running to food was because of stress, but it is because I know I didn't used to overeat. And now I'm doing that, and it has become an addiction. I'm very open and honest about that because I don't think we realize how often, checking my phone, how often we run to certain things and we get this emotional feel from them. It's just like a drug. Food can be a drug for some people. It releases serotonin or endorphins, and you feel good because you just ate that cookie knowing that you're full, or ate 17 of those cookies knowing that you're full. That is something that I have ran into quite a bit of number of times. So I think once we identify why we're doing that, it makes it a little bit easier for us to not do that thing. And sometimes I wonder if it's okay to, and guys, let me know. I wonder if it's okay to run to something else, you know, not really just run away from the addiction, but run to something else. For example, I wanted to eat again after I just had like a full plate, and I wanted to eat again. And I was thinking about food. I was like, oh, that pumpkin pie is in the refrigerator. I want it so bad. And I wouldn't stop thinking about it. It was literally like an hour. I just kept thinking about it. So I was like, what can I replace that hunger with, that obsession with? And I ended up, hi, Jera, how are you? I ended up running on the treadmill because I couldn't stop thinking about that pumpkin pie. And that was my addiction. And it still is sometimes. I still run to food when I'm stressed and stuff. But I was like, oh, I gotta eat that pumpkin pie. And then I was like, no, 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 no. I wanna be fit. I wanna be healthy. I have this goal in mind that I want. I need to run towards that. Now, I'm not gonna overwork out, but I definitely did watch some Netflix while I was on the treadmill downstairs. And it was a relieving experience. And I came upstairs, and yeah, I was kind of thinking about that pumpkin pie, but I was in my head, I said, if I eat that pumpkin pie, I gotta go back downstairs and go run on that freaking treadmill. And I knew I didn't want to do that. The next day, and actually the next week, I was not craving that addiction as much as I was. And I was like, wow, I think I figured it out. But it is about discipline. Any addiction, any routine in your life is about dedication and discipline. You have to be dedicated to it. You have to know why you're dedicated to it. Like, why do you have this goal? What is this goal going to give you? If you don't have a backstory with that goal, most likely you're not going to reach it because you don't have a real reason. Is it for fulfillment? Is it because you have a child and you need to make this money to support for your child and yourself? What is this goal for? And my goal is to stop with codependency, stop participating in codependency and addiction. And my addictions are biting my nails and eating too much, overeating, because those things help relieve my stress. So once you identify what else can I is healthy and can help you stop participating in those other addictions, wait, once you start identifying what else relieves stress for you but is also healthy, those are the things you want to participate in more. The only thing is discipline. So I know it's difficult. A lot of people are struggling with like serious addictions, which are drug related or alcohol related, and just supplement related. And it may be easier for me to stop. A lot of people are probably like, it's probably a lot easier for you to stop biting your nails. But I do think that all addictions are very important to stop. I'm not saying any one is bigger than the other. Some are probably a lot more difficult to get rid of. But for me, as a person who has been biting her nails for decades, it is still a struggle for me. And a lot of you other people that are in here may have these things that you do that you run to that are not quite healthy for you, but you still run to them. Those things still are important for you to stop. I feel like I'm rambling on, but I was thinking about addictions and how there are so many addictions that we can run to and depend on. But I was also thinking about how important it is to identify why we run to those things. Is it because we're stressed? Is it because we can't find fulfillment anywhere else? Why do we run to these addictions and these codependencies? So if you're battling with an addiction, I want to ask you today to start writing down why you think you run to that addiction. Not the exact reason, but just make a little, what are they called? A little web of things that you think identify with or are associated with your addiction. Is it stress? Stress from money? Is it you run to this addiction because you can't find fulfillment anywhere else? Why do you run to it? I know a lot of people are not going to be open about the addictions that they have, but I mean, there's even addictions where well, where I, at one point in my life, kept running to these no good dudes. Like, literally no good, like trash dudes, okay? Kept running to these dudes, knowing that I would get hurt because I had issues with men, especially with my dad abandoning me when I was younger, like kind of not being there. And when he did say he would show up, he wouldn't show up. I would run to these no good dudes to see if I could turn them into a good dude because that's what I wanted to do with my dad. See, that is why it's so important for you to identify the root of your addiction or your codependency. A lot of people are probably like, what is she talking about? A lot of you probably don't even know that I am in school for psychology and I have been for a few years now. And I think it's pretty cool that I'm psychic as well because I can talk to some of you guys and feel intuitively what is going on in your life, but I can also see like the psychological things as well associated with it. But how are you guys doing? I miss you guys so much. Make sure you go ahead and you like. Is this video like therapeutic or anything for you guys? I do want to know. I'm interested. if if I was typing all of this out, I would probably have like 30 typos because sometimes I don't know how to speak. Like it's really bad. Does anybody else have the same problem? I just say words however they come out. That's how my life is. But yeah, addictions and codependency. Make sure you go ahead and you go home or you pull out your journal or whatever and you start writing why you think you rely on these addictions, whatever it is. Food related, biting your nails, picking at your nails, pulling your hair out, whatever it is. And see, once you do that, what I want you to do is on another page, write down healthy, positive things that you love doing that spark joy that you can replace those things with. And that's the first step is identifying why you participate in this addiction. And once you do that, you can figure out how to do something else that can is similar to that so what you guys got? I think biting my nails, I don't even notice that I do it that often. And when I was trying to stop, I actually started going to food. But I still bite my nails, and now I'm overeating too. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not good. But anytime I bite my nails, I can see my husband like, stop biting your nails. But I need to be able to depend on myself to not participate in this negative behavior. Biting my nails is a very negative behavior. It leads to infection in some cases. It can. All right, my phone is like going off. But it can lead to infections. It can lead to quite a bit of things. I didn't even know that it could lead into infection until one day I bit my nail and then I got an infection in my finger. And it sounds disgusting, but it's real life, y'all. It's real life. So make sure that any addictions that you do have that are unhealthy, you're figuring out why you have those. Wow, you're literally a positive reflection of me. I'm a student of psychology also. I've been codependent with guys that were toxic for me. I am 4 days sober from drinking and smoking marijuana. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I want you to stop by on social media or whatever to keep telling me the days that you are sober and that you are stopping unhealthy activities, because I want to be rooting for you. I want to keep up with you. I'm really inspired. I love it. I know that if you can do that, I can totally stop biting my nails, which is should be simple. But addictions are addictions, guys. They're all very serious no matter what it is. Even if like I don't know, I can't come up with like one that people may think is really really stupid, but even the ones that you may think are stupid, or people you think people might think are stupid, all of those addictions are addictions, and it's important to stop those unhealthy addictions. I'm so proud of you. I know we all are proud of you. I know when people see this, they're going to be really inspired to stop their addictions as well. And I love that you're a healer because you're studying psychology. I love that you're a healer and you're healing as well. Because us healers, we never stop healing. No one stops healing. You have to continuously be healing. And the fact that you recognize that, it's so important. If you need to text me every day and be like, I am now 5 days sober, I will be screaming to the top of my lungs for you and so proud. If you need to text me every single day, because I know it has to be difficult. And matter of fact, maybe I'll be texting you every day too, saying I haven't bitten my nails for 2 weeks, and that's a big deal for me. I mean, I've been doing it since I was 5, and I'm almost 25, so I really am trying to stop because, what happens is sometimes you start looking at these people who look up to you or your kids and stuff, and you start saying, I don't want you to be dependent on anything. I want you to be independent, and I want you to be healthy. And I see my son reflecting everything that I do, and I look at him and I'm like, please don't bite your nails, or please don't run to food when you're sad or when you're stressed. Just, do healthy things. Like, but how am I going to tell him to do that when I'm not that reflection of what I want him to be? It's not fair. So I want to be an example for my son, not to do these things such as biting your nails. And sometimes my skin comes off with it, and I'm like, oh my God, my finger really hurts. Like, I don't want my son doing that. It's a really bad habit. And it's not just a habit, it becomes an addiction at some point. It's something that I've been doing for almost 20 years. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. Wow, let me know your social media, because I want to add you on something so I can keep up with you and make sure that you're good and you're okay. We all need a cheerleader. I had to learn to mother myself. Yes, we do all need a cheerleader. We absolutely do. It's very important that you have people in your life that are cheering you on, and not people in your life who are like, "Oh, it's not even that significant. Like, let's talk about something else." No, you want people who want to talk about the real stuff. You want people in your life who can handle your shadow work and your shadow growth. I want to call it shadow growth because it is shadow growth. When you do that shadow work, you're growing as an individual. The fact that you even face your shadow side means that you've grown. What is your social media? Is it Ladybug Healing? Y'all can probably hear my phone and everything. Oh, Lord. I think this is you. Is your name Taylor? This has to be you. Has to be you. You do Reiki? I love Reiki. I actually want to study Reiki. Guys, I definitely want to go live more often. And the more interactive you are, um, did I find the wrong person? Because I just seen somebody that seemed like a lot like you, and it said Ladybug Healing. Um, my name is Akasha Amora. Akasha Amora. Okay, let's see. Yes, I do follow you guys on social media, so you are more than welcome to tell me your names and everything. I will follow you. I love you guys so much. You guys really are my fam, for real. Is it Ladybug Transformation? I guess I'm just following everyone. I don't even know who any of these people are, but I'm gonna find you. Okay. I just follow like everybody with that name. Well, I do hope that this helped you guys for sure. I want you guys to go ahead and reach out to me on social media as well. You can personally contact me through my website as well, linamysticoracle.com. My sign is Capricorn, and I don't know my rising or my moon, but apparently, based off of what time my mom thinks I was born, I'm supposed to be like a moon Aquarius and a rising Sagittarius, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, you found me. I'm a Capricorn as well. Look, we're like, are you sure we're not like twin souls or something? Like, are we twins? Are we twins? We might be. We might be. But yeah, guys, definitely reach out to me on my social media or even on here. Whatever stories you want to share with me, I will respond. I love you guys. You guys are my family. And I want to take care of you guys as much as I possibly can and help you guys through whatever issues that you may be going through. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people to get on their path. And if dropping your codependency or addiction is a part of that, I want to be a part of that as well. Girl, I'm like, she is such a cutie. We look alike and your vibe is a vibe. Okay, you must be cute too. It's like, no, I always make ugly faces when people tell me I'm cute. Oh, goodness, the quirkiness has revealed itself. But yeah, I love you guys. Reach out to me on social media. I'll try to go live probably tomorrow and maybe Sunday, depending on if my husband will be able to keep, my son. But we'll see. I love you guys. See ya.